radon creature calling Q like I already knew. You know, it just blows me away, you know. Blows me away. Well, no, I've been saying forever now, and one of the things I asked Eisenhower, I'm like, was it Cobra that badmouthed me to Miss Goldfishy that in turn badmouthed me to you? Well, because I can't help but notice how our first, well, maybe it was the first, second session we done, used to do monthly things. Basically, I gave you a PDF, what you got out of it, and what was taken, who knows, whatever. But you ended up doing like a surprise appearance on the Goldfish Report, not even a week later. And then there was a couple more Zoom calls after that, right? So, and why would that matter, you say? Well, if it was Cobra, then he's been pushing this whole solar flash thing. The Taygetans have said there's no worry there. Like, there's ups and downs and normal cycles, but if anything happens, it'll be a psyop. So they screwed with me all the time. McAfee, you'd have to check out, I got probably hundreds of pictures. Like the whole Irma Warrior kitty porn thing, that was a green screen too. So somebody higher ups, probably the cute people that thought I was going to play along with this garbage. Well, in the beginning I did. I wanted to have hope, right? But like, we can't help but deny the casualties here the last however many years, right? Yeah, and this actually, Fulford made a good point on it. And I'm like, I totally agree. I totally agree, man. I mean, there's no justification for what's been allowed to go on the last 8 years. Like, Trump basically was running shit while the Biden actor, like, it's all out there. You gotta love how all these Q-tards are like, well, or devolution people or others who are like, X-22 still pushes it all the time. Trump had to let this happen to wake up the normies. Are you kidding me? The normies forgot what was going on. Like, they've already moved on. So they're setting the stage here now for this CBDC, like all of the ID, digital ID thing will be coming in. This is your orange dome, right? So we're like one event away from that. And while they're doing it now, another mass shooting today. How many have they done? So it's going to be, we need this real ID, but it's going to be good. Trust us. right. No. You'll see. Me, whatever, right? I'm a condescending. There's shit we could be doing here, absolutely. But like, I'm only one guy. Like, as it is now, like, I'm probably gonna end up homeless here again. So like, what the fuck are we doing, right? I mean, okay, whatever, right? Whatever. Like, this is coming to Canada, people, right? You ready or what, right? Well, no, predictive programming, the blue skin one. It's like it's already over, but the crying, all right? So it's like White Love even said. Right, they'll be taken from here. I mean, like, what do you do when, like, people are literally walking into Lucifer 2.0 with a smile on? You know, like, how do you help that? You don't. You can't, man. It likes regurgitating itself perpetually, right? So, and yeah, like right here, right? So not the first time the Federation's reset this hole, and it ain't going to be the last. And realistically, when you think about it, we're like, you need a place in Infinite for young souls to learn, right? Like, this is it, right? Full on gone, call it Source's trash bin, where the dentist of clay comes to play, all right? So, and who do the Chinese persecute the most? Well, full on gone, right? And yeah, millions of these creatures are let in here by the orange tool. Even Bragg the wall could be done in weeks, okay? In the second term, this is his third term now. It's not me really I have to forgive. It's the thousands of creatures that just sat here. Some of you have 8 years longer. With nearly hanging in there, buddy. But that's fine. Now we know, right? And too, the whole Sandy Glaze thing, strategically placing these people on the ley lines, right? Well, no, they were warning motels ahead not to let me in. They tried to lock me up. Christmas Eve, stole my crystals, my knives, my federal ID, right? Right? So why would they do that? Because they know it's protection, not the little dinky knives I had. The crystals, because I did a video basically not long after the side I kept the crystals in, all the hair started falling out on that side. Not long after I got my crystals stolen. So anyway, but yeah, density points, Queen Girl would say, right? Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna sit here in limbo another day, and actually I gotta figure out what I'm doing for a ride, my supplies here now, because, well, yeah, I tried to warn a guy right, about this old Charlie Kirkhope, which that's all coming out now too. So all the Mossad ties are there and everything. Now you got all the shootings. Like, what have I been saying? Now they're setting the stage with their Soho green screen garbage. Like, look at this. Look at this shit. All right, come on. Come on. Come on. Really? I'm not saying all the spectrums of Soho are wrong, but most of the shit that they're doing here like that is, well, it's an op. It's planning right into your 10 days of darkness, I reckon, and the 3-eye atlas thing that's coming not long after, which will be a mix of the real guys and not so real guys. Because my whole logic is, if they knew and done everything they've done over the ages, or the last 1,000 years anyway, the God-fearing MK Ultra, oldest MK Ultra going, by the way. So you don't criticize me about being a victim. I seen through the shit eventually. It's got nothing to do with it, right? We're all MK Ultra to some extent, right? right. But that's what it is, the God-fearing thing, the flat earth psyops, the whole fake ET alien invasion thing. Well, is rapture or extraction? right. There is a difference. Anunnaki is just an indigenous mash of sky and earth. So from sky to earth, they fell. Now, but did they fall or did they land? Because primitives back in the day, after past cataclysms and resets, wouldn't necessarily know what landed meant, would they? Well, fallen angels. What do you mean? Landed ETs? right. So simple, all this, it really blows me away. No, it really does. Your predictive programming from Star Wars to Star Trek, the whole nine, right? Well, it's the MK Ultra. God-fearing, meanwhile, Source, it's like, it doesn't care. It doesn't want to be feared, right? And when I say that, think of it this way. If 99.99999999999% of infinite already knows that this is the trash can of Source, or is otherwise evolved beyond the point of realizing what this place is for, whether they're good, bad, or otherwise, we'd be the 0.1% in the trash can of the universe, right? So it's not like they don't care. They just know it's irrelevant and none of it matters really, because it's just I call it a 3D Earth school with serious consequences. And they're not going to save us from ourselves. Not when so many people like being regurgitated perpetually over long periods of time. This whole God wins, trust the plan thing. There's your psyop right there, people. Which God won exactly? Tell that to the millions called. right. What's coming here? I don't know. What? I must be speaking Chinese or something. You ever have those dreams where you're screaming? It's like the lady's burning in the house. You can hear her screaming, right? And you're screaming, it's help, help, help. You're yelling out to all you creatures, help, help, help you. Lord Miss Eisenhower, help, 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 help. Goldfishy, help, help, help. It's burning, it's getting worse, it's coming to your house, help, help, help. But nothing's coming out of your flap hole. That's what it feels like for me, right? And then knowing full well, these higher-ups that are keeping this primitive chunk of skin alive for all your viewing pleasure could land their shit in the field right now if they wanted. Well, no. The Bulgarian White Brotherhood elder did say, if they helped me or talked to me directly, I'd probably be killed, but yeah. By now, I'm just this is why I joke all the time, there's no such bloody thing as a white hat. And he'd be like, what? So, well, no, if there was a white hat around, you'd have put a bullet in me 5 years ago. right. So gray at best, yes. And you'd be like, why would you do it? Well, hey, man, if nobody else cares, why the hell should I? Right? Spearhead's right here. Let's fucking do it, creatures. But yeah, we know how it goes. All right? You know, I'm going to just manifest myself, the 300 creatures we need, and the resources, and the funds. It has to be grassroots. For anybody that follows Cosmic Agency and others, go back to where Miss Yazi Sophia disappeared to. Those 7 days, was it? What was she doing again? Ley lines, right? Ley lines, right? Sophia. Right. Oh, and Queen Girl did the whole thing after the Alpha Omega eclipse thing. Where were they orbiting? Right over me. Right. Alpha Omega 1412. Made Alpha Omega 4. That's just, well, he who stands alone 1412. Alpha Omega is 1412. That in due time, John 1412. Line 141. All of it. Right. It's nothing, right? Well, even Pi knows that shit. 141, right? It's the man, the 6, whatever. But, well, yeah, the astral upticks right after the full moon. Go back on the videos. Queen Girl done it. Pre-infiltration, like it. I'll just leave it at that. Another one here, 11, might as well say 12 minutes. It's just an easy peasy one. Maybe let's see if there's something went wrong over here now, because you guys don't like anything that I post. Look at this. Watch. Oh, no. You got me in shadow ban mode, though. Yeah, no doubts. Well, look at this one. All these agencies on there, and so-called only 4. Yeah, right. Yeah. I wouldn't go if you've got any kind of moral compass. Maybe it's too late, but yeah, you want to get swapped out, there's the place for it to happen right there, I bet. Yeah. We'll leave it at that. Don't do that, though, right? Brantford police knows the spitting like a rabid llama creature. Right. Chuck, in case you didn't know. Right. Yeah, Jupiter, I'm on, Gaylord, right. So, yeah, I'm not even going to try and explain now anymore that, wow, yeah, this was yesterday. Strange dream, eh? Right, when I'm taunting these demon whores and whatnot, Jason and the Argonauts, the whole CERN, Snow Labs, uptick and astral activity stuff, right? Guess where Queen Girl and the Taygetans were orbiting when this went down? Alpha Omega 1412, he who stands alone guy. Well, of course, they were orbiting right over top of me and whatever. Right, but that's what, who cares? That thing went right over top of us. Okay, no problem, Alpha Omega. Now all of a sudden, this doesn't work. My Context Matters PDF. Imagine, we couldn't have that. Good news is I've got that backed up. Okay, yup. Yeah, well, no, you're invalidating me, right? right. Only as inconsequential as ignorance that forsakes the spearhead. It's no big deal being a micro god of a non-man like Sorcerer either. Like that in due time, John 14:12 fucking line. Why not give it a try? Right, no big deal at all, right? Little Yazi can do 10 times more than the Jeebus lie that said you could do better. She's only 11 years old, for fuck's sake, so grow up, right? Just keep chucking your spear handles into the fire, buddy. Yum. Yummy spear handles. Yum. Miss Eisenhower, well, hey. Oh, she just did a thing on eclipses the other day. It's almost like she saw this and whatever. Mother and the destroyed Jom. The grandfather would be the Rock and whatnot. Now I'm being a condescending asshole, but that's okay. Check out the Gigi one down in there, playing the fool amongst fools. Why not? More goldfish eat while they contradictions and whatnot. That creature over there, I don't think it knows it's ours from a head hole in the ground any longer. Alright? The whole JC thing, well, hey, JC, imagine your AI bots come in and whatnot. It's the 1414. It's written in that video. Imagine, right? Right? This is me trying to comment to JC on a previous video, and it blasts me with a crap load of this shit, right? I'm not going to show you the real video, original video of that just yet, because there needs to be a whole warning and whatnot. Yeah, Jack Moss 2.0 won't let me follow anybody anymore. This would be tampering with evidence and obstruction of justice, because we just can't have any help for this guy here. Main witness on how many things and whatever. Can't follow these guys. Well, the spearhead, right? Right, can't follow them either and warn them that I'm trying to help with these culling of the ostriches, which is a satanic basic sacrifice. But no, you can't follow them either, right? Well, we already kind of covered this here, right? But now we know that JC's a half-truther, right? Watch women. You can't really see it. It looks a lot bigger than that. Actually, you know what? If you go by what Gosha and them say, the actual moon is a lot smaller. It's getting a projection with the arrows behind it. That makes sense. Oh, wow. My eyeballs are seeing the sun totally covered. Look how small that is. Yeah. Yeah, man. From my eyeballs' perspective, there's just a little ring around it. Yeah, that proves you right there. The moon ain't what they tell us. This size, anyway. Yeah. Yeah, now it's starting to show on the... Get right on the other side now, so you can't see it. No. Oh, you probably steal the audio on me again, you fucks. Oh, man. I'd say that right there is probably one of the main reasons why I still have this annoying pulse. Right, Gaylord? We better throw in a disclaimer here now for all the bubbled ones confused about God and ET lies and whatever. Gay just means happy, by the way, so relax. No, everyone okay, but yeah. No, maybe I'll have to add in the playing the fool amongst fools thing there, Miss Gigi. People want to actually kind of learn like the root of these wars too, and the esoteric of... Well, I think last video we said, or 2 videos ago, we're going to blame it all on the pagan eagle, right? right. No, it truly blows me away. But I mean, you know, I've explained myself as many times as I'm gonna here. This is like, why do I even bother wasting any time anymore? No, this is like personal between CIC and you higher ups now. It's like, no, because the shit you do, it's like pouring salt on the wounds, you know. Fuck you. No. And like Queen Girl would be like, density point. No. If I was meant to be a levitating yogi, I'd have been puked out of a vag hole in India, you know? No. I ain't here to be a levitating yogi, for fuck's sakes, you know, no. I only care about getting like some resolution here. I got this tooth growing out of my skull here I can't deal with. Well, a filling fell out now, and this fucking tooth is growing out of my one side here. I got 2 other things I have to... Can't trust dentist, can't... Truck still broke down, 4 months behind. You know, it's so easy for you creatures out there that in the bubble of your own confines. You know, like you got a dog, you got a wife, you got a sibling you fight with. Good for you. Like, I wouldn't know, right? 6.5 bloody years in limbo, right? So, no, still can't get my ID. All, you know, like, boo-hoo, man. Like Knight Rider and Burn in Chicago always used to say, you made your bed, lie in it. No fucking shit, buddy. Thanks for, well, yeah, nothing. Yeah.